The petitions have been filed in the Supreme Court seeking a review of its judgment, which upheld the validity of the Union government's 2019 decision to abrogate Article 370 of the Constitution, which conferred the special status of Jammu and Kashmir. Dr. Hussain, president of J&K People's Movement, and Muzaffar Shah, president of J&K Awami National Conference, told media that they have filed review petitions in the apex court. Muzaffar Shah told media that Article 370 can't be killed. We have filed a review petition against the Supreme Court's judgment on Article 370. We will debate it in the court. Mohammad Yusuf Tarigami of CPI, the National Conference advocate Muzaffar Iqbal, and PDP have also filed review petitions. Last month, a five-judge constitutional bench upheld the abrogation of Centre's decision on abrogation of Article 370 while pointing out that Article 370 is a temporary provision. A five-judicial bench comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud, Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul, Sanjeev Khanna, B.R. Gavai, and Suryakant stated that Article 370 was enacted due to wartime conditions in the state and was meant to serve a traditional purpose. The apex court stated that Article 370 was enacted due to wartime conditions in the state and was meant to serve a traditional purpose. The petitioner, challenging the abrogation of Article 370, had stated that Article 370 was no longer a temporary provision and that it had assumed the preeminence post of delusion of Constitutional Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir. The proclamation reflects the full and final surrender of sovereignty by Jammu and Kashmir through its sovereign ruler to India, to her people who are sovereign. The apex court stated that simply because the Constitutional Assembly ceased to exist, it didn't mean that Article 370 would continue permanently. The President was empowered to issue the order to abrogate Article 370, the top court added. It took note of Solicitor General Tushar Mehta's submission that the statehood of Jammu and Kashmir will be restored, except for the Union Territory of Ladakh. It directed that steps to be taken by the Election Commission of India to conduct the elections to the Legislative Assembly of Jammu and Kashmir by September 30, 2024. Restoration of statehood shall take place at earliest as possible. The verdict of Constitutional Bench came on a batch of petitions challenging the abrogation of Article 370 of the Constitution and bifurcating the state into two union territories. A number of petitions were filed in the top court, including those of private individuals, lawyers, activists, politicians, and political party challenging the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act 2019, which splits Jammu and Kashmir into two union territories, Jammu and Kashmir and Leh Ladakh. On August 5, 2019, the central government announced the revocation of special status of Jammu and Kashmir granted under Article 370 and split the region into two union territories. This is Meera Verma for Legally Speaking.